Hey, we got out of Age of Adeline.
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron.
The theater we were in was showing Age of Adeline. It's not even Age of Adeline. It's just Adeline.
Yeah. No, this was Age of Adeline.
Was it Age of Adeline?
Yeah,
oh.
it was Age of.
Oh well. Anyways, CJ's not here, which means I'm not gonna be being made fun of, so that'll be fun.
Okay, I guess it's my turn.
Jack, you're still the show. Go.
No, I was gonna be the one to make fun of you.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Go.
Oh, okay.
Make fun of me.
Little piece of shit, gay. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that sounds like CJ.
Yeah.
Okay. It was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
I enjoyed it. It had a much more serious tone than the last Avengers. It was corny. It had corny. It had its corny, campy moments, but it was good.
I rated it an S for Spaderific. There was a lot of great Spader moments.
I love James Spader.
Spader was awesome.
So many great Spader moments.
So Will, what happened in the first 20 minutes?
No, I missed I fell asleep for like 2 minutes of the movie. This isn't because it was bad, it's because I was really tired because I didn't get any sleep the previous night. Anyways, no, there's a scene where they go back to Tony Stark for a party and I fell asleep and I woke up like 30 seconds into it.
That was the best scene of the movie.
I'm sure it was, honestly.
Because it's like it's showing all of them act like real characters and it shows the most they've ever had. It shows the most personality that they've had throughout these films.
I missed that?
Yeah, it is.
Damn
It's basically them just trying to lift Thor's hammer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, I did see that scene.
Okay, yeah. And they're just hanging out, they're talking. I could watch that party scene.
It was I could have watched it for a lot longer because it was like them reacting as friends. It wasn't them being all superhero, it was them being them. It was them being themselves.
They were telling jokes and stuff like that.
Telling jokes, they're all making fun of each other, taking shots at each other. And they're all trying to lift Thor's hammer. And there's this one part where, Captain America goes to lift the hammer, and the hammer budges, and Thor gets this word in his face. He's like,
and then when he can't move, he's like,
he's like, oh, yeah.
Because in the comics, I believe Captain America has lifted the hammer before.
I think he lifts it once or twice or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
This is so funny. They actually make a joke to it, because everyone always makes the joke, like, what if Thor had the hammer in his hand and Hulk lifted up Thor? Like, could Hulk lift up Thor? And they actually made a joke where it's like, if the hammer's in an elevator, would it go up?
These are questions that need to be answered.
They really are. But oh my gosh, so many Joss Whedon moments.
Oh, like the opening in the first 5 minutes. Actually, no, screw that. In the first minute, there's a Joss Whedon moment where they're all battling against the Hydra Fortress and they jump in midair. Yeah,
they all jump in midair and it's like slow mo, and then they go back into it. And they always that's the movie because Tony Stark starts off. He goes like something. He goes, "Oh well, shit." And Captain America goes, language, and then they just make fun of Captain America for the rest of the thing.
Which is funny.
I think at one point he says, son of a bitch, and they're like, watch your language, Captain America.
Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Yeah, he goes, do you kiss your mother with that? Anyways, they just make...
No, because she's dead.
So many great Joss Whedon moments.
Should we get to Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver?
That's right, yeah, no, they really stole the show in this movie. They were Russian, it was very cool.
The not mutants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was, I don't think they were technically...
They're like miracles, I think. That's
what
they said.
Miracles. They weren't mutants because someone else... Fox, yeah. Mm-hmm. Fox. I love Fox. Fox News is so accurate, by the way.
Oh, okay. How hard was that for you to say?
That was really hard for me to say.
Good. But yeah, I really liked the, again, like, all the actors did a really good job. The new actors...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, let's get into that. I was a little nervous going into this with 4 new characters who have not been established at all.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure how Joss Whedon was going to do this. He did a good job establishing them. I thought Ultron, maybe it could have been brought up in a previous movie, like Iron Man 3. Like, they could have referenced him, because when Tony Stark is just like, we can now build Ultron, you're like, okay.
Who the fuck is Ultron?
Exactly. So I think they could have alluded to Ultron in another movie, maybe.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't really have any problems with it. It was cool seeing Paul Bettany finally play Vision.
That was cool, yeah. Vision
was
was
and when he lifts up the hammer, like,
oh my god,
the reaction,
everyone was like, "Oh shit!" But then you're like, "Oh wait, yeah, that's right," because he's like Thor.
Yeah, he has the Infinity Stone, which was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, no, that was very cool. And the second I saw Guardians of the Galaxy, I knew they were gonna tie in all the Infinity Stones and all of the and Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. I just knew they were gonna tie it.
I knew he was gonna show up. I just didn't know what was. I didn't know it was gonna be the Infinity Gauntlet. That was because that's the mid-credit scene. He
spoiler
opens
alert.
We always spoil.
It's a little late for spoiler alert.
He opens up the vault and Thanos is there and you see the gauntlet and he's like, "Fine, I'll do it myself." And he puts
very good Thanos impersonation.
Thank you.
Very good Josh Brolin.
That really good Goonies actor.
Yeah, Josh Brolin. Yeah, the homie.
But I was reading an article, and apparently an hour of this movie has been cut out, and it kind of does show, because there are things that don't really either add up or just not really addressed that much. Like, you can, throughout the scenes with Ultron and Scarlet Witch, there is some kind of a relationship between those two. Like, when he's about to be killed by Scarlet Witch, and he's like, Scarlet, no, you need to get out of here. Like, he's clearly he's caring for her, but you don't know why. So I could believe that a scene was cut out. Or the Thor scene, like, when they're in the water, a lot of that I can believe was cut out. And when
that made no sense, that scene.
I know, that I can tell that was heavily cut out. And when Thanos says, "I'll do it myself," he was talking to Loki.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they cut that out. Oh, that's who because he's in Asgard. And he's like, "I'm tired of how none of my minions can get the gem, so I'm gonna go get it myself." So, I'm curious to see what the extended edition looks like.
Are there going to be 3 or 4 Avengers movies?
If you're counting Civil War, there's actually going to be 3 more, because there's Infinity War Part 1 and 2.
Oh, that's
Civil War,
they're
which is
into 2 parts.
Civil War, they're bringing everyone in there, which I think more people are probably excited for Civil War than Age of Ultron.
Civil War is going to be pretty bitchin'. Well, I don't know, I mean, Age of Ultron, it just felt like... it felt like... Yeah, it really felt filler, is what it was. Because I guess I understand that it's needed for the whole... stones and everything, but it really was filler.
It was fun filler.
Oh yeah, God, it was a fantastic filler.
But honestly, that's what it was. This felt like a placeholder movie. This was just to get new characters introduced and move the inevitable Civil War and Infinity War forward. Because a lot of this movie is actually set up for future movies, like Thor Ragnarok. It's set up for that. Civil War, Infinity War.
Totally huge foreshadowing and foreshadowing.
And I know that the MCU
Ragnarok
does that a lot, but that kind of it tried my patience a little bit, and it ended up distracting me from the story a bit.
Yeah.
But still wasn't all right. We got it balanced.
I got the camera balanced.
Nice. Let's wait for it to fall. Let's wait for it to fall.
I know it's gonna fall, but
I don't know what else to say. I'm not used to talking about a good movie.
I know, right? We're usually reviewing these shitty movies, and I'm like, it's good?
CJ should not show up more often. We get the good movies.
I know, right? The one time he doesn't show up. It was good, though. I loved it. It was very cool, very serious, which I liked. It was very... I felt it was a little awkward in the end. There's... this is much spoiler, but... A bunch of, like, other superheroes who are notorious for being in the Avengers pop out of, like, nowhere, and Captain America's like, alright, guys, cool. And I was like, well, okay. Well, I guess it was just kind of like, they're like replacements because some people are gone, some people aren't. Not like dead, but like...
Joss Whedon teased that line. Like, when they're...
Oh, it was so great.
I think our audience was like, boo! No, they didn't do that.
I was like, oh, damn it.
Like, I heard someone groan in our audience. Because it's like, Avengers?
Huh?
And then directed by Joss Whedon.
It's like, he didn't even get to say, like, the first syllable. He's like, Avengers? We were just like, I was like, well, fuck you.
I was reading another article where Joss Whedon said, when I was filming that, I didn't even let him say assemble. I cut it off there so that no studio executives would add that line into the film. But,
that's great.
Oh, the Hulkbuster.
Oh, that thing? It felt like a little fan service.
It was, because that's a famous one, but it was so cool to see.
It was a bitchin' fight scene.
Oh, yeah, and also, one thing to bring up also, this really felt like the anti-Man of Steel movie.
Because it was good?
Well, that too. But also because the heroes went out of their way numerous times to say, we need to get the civilians out of here, we need to get the Hulk out of here, we need to protect the people. And you see these heroes doing heroic things. And there is collateral damage, but they're containing the damage. It's not like mindless destruction just for the sake of mindless destruction. It's mindless destruction, but also there's an end goal. There's trying to save.
And it's also saving lives. The destruction happens after, like, all the human lives are, like, either saved or, they get them out of there or something like that.
Like I can still believe that people are dying because, there's going to be collateral damage in a fight like this.
Oh,
but at least these heroes were acting like heroes.
They're trying to.
And saving people.
Man of Steel was just like, oh, well, I'm going to slam this dude and not think about how many... There's even a scene where Iron Man is flying with Hulk, like, in tow, and he looks at this building and it scans it and it says no life forms. And he goes, oh, cool, so he can go and destroy it. It was like Superman was just kind of like, hey, Zod.
Throw him through a building.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, there goes 40 people, like... And the fact that he killed in that movie, too, when those stupid people, because it could have easily ran away from that.
Speaking of that, should we get into trailers? Dawn of Justice.
Oh, God.
I'm writing it off. I've never done that for a movie before, but everything I've read, I hate to be that guy, But I've read everything I've read about the DC cinematic universe so far.
Everything I've seen from the Disney, well, except for
it's
the
only
original,
Man of Steel,
except for the Dark Knight series. But...
No, I mean like it's their equivalent to our Marvel franchise. Everything that I've read so far about Dawn of Justice, Okay, let's talk about the trailer first.
At least Justin Bieber is not Robin.
Oh, I remember when he leaked that picture.
I was pissed off.
There was a leaked picture a while back where he had the script for Batman v Superman and he wrote Robin. So this trailer, there's a big statue of Superman, but there's a whole bunch of clips. And if you don't get that Superman is symbolic for God or Jesus, every shot that Superman shows up in represents him being God, where people are like if Will was Superman and like all these people are putting their hands around Superman's face, or these guards with little Superman logos on their shoulders kneeling before him, or Superman floating in the air with the sun behind him and he looks majestic, and someone,
it was like thunder, it was just like
someone reaching out to Superman. It's like, and then it's like maybe they're not saying that he's God until we get to the statue of Superman that literally has the word false God on it. I get it. I mean, Jesus Christ. It was there in the,
God, Jesus Christ.
It was there in the Christopher Reeves film, but at least it was subtle. There's nothing subtle here. It's like, and I'm gonna defend my belief for Man of Steel to my dying day. You can argue with this all you want. Man of Steel sucked.
Silos.
Oh, wait, what? Adam liked it?
Did he? I thought he did.
I thought you said Silos.
I did.
Oh, I'm not sure if he liked it or not.
Oh, I can't remember. I thought he did. We can edit that out. Okay.
But, like, I will defend my opinion on that to my dying day. It sucked.
Oh, God.
But
okay.
What else do we got?
What was better, Spider-Man 3 or Man of Steel?
Spider-Man 3, because at least we had J.K. Simmons in that.
That, and it was very comedic.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch, other than Man of Steel. Oh, God.
It had parts that were fun to watch.
Okay.
Alright, Star Wars.
Star Wars was fucking... It's just, oh my gosh. Like, the teaser trailers are gonna win Best Film by themselves. Like, the teaser trailers are... Oh my gosh. J.J. Abrams, one, I love J.J. Abrams. A lot of lens flare, but I love J.J. Abrams. I love the new Star Treks he did. 2, it's fucking Star Wars. 3...
But to be fair, last time we said that was 1999. Phantom Menace.
Well, you know what? Those things, those added to the... Anakin may have been a little bitch, alright? But I have a little bit of sentimental love towards the prequels. Like, you have your sentimental love towards the bitch-ass holiday special.
Well, you know what?
Which is the worst fucking movie on the face of the planet.
I turned to Will, because we're watching this with some friends, and one of our friends made a joke, because the trailer says, this Christmas, Star Wars. And someone made a joke. I'm not sure if she wants to be acknowledged, so a friend made a joke, and I leaned over to Will, and I said the joke, it's like, hey, Will, this is going to be the new holiday special. And Will just said, I think he was like, screw you, Jack. He said something. Do you remember?
I said, no, I just looked at you, and I went, because we were in a movie theater, so I couldn't say anything. I was like, I was like, because the way our friends were was we had the row, and there's the row in front of us, and Jack's over here in the corner, you know, talking to our friends. And he's in this corner, and I'm in this corner. And he looks back at me, and he goes, Will, it's just the new holiday special. And I went, you. I went, you shut up. I went, no. I was like,
they
God.
They need to re-release that in theaters or on Blu-ray.
No, they don't need to re-release. No.
But to be back onto your point, this has me more excited because this at least looks like Star Wars.
God,
this looks like a Star Wars film.
Oh, baby girl.
It was so good to see, like when the Star Destroyer shows up and you hear the music from the original trilogy.
Oh, the nostalgia! It just sends chills. I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it.
Chewie.
Oh, shut up! I'm gonna start crying, dude. Jesus Christ.
I wanted to cry.
I did. I was like, oh, baby girl.
I saw there was a meme where it shows Han and Chewie and it says, Chewie, we're home, and the next picture's a retirement home.
That's pretty funny. The Sunrise Senior Living Center just down the street.
But, did we get Ant-Man? I think we got Ant-Man.
We did get Ant-Man, which is Paul Rudd. It's gonna be another filler movie because they're probably gonna throw him in with the whole Infinity Stone
Paul Rudd,
thing.
Michael Douglas.
I love Paul Rudd. I think Paul Rudd's gonna be a fantastic, sassy superhero.
Except when he's in Halloween 6. No, you haven't seen that one, right?
He was in Halloween 6.
Halloween 6, where there's more than that, but he was in that one. He was like, he's like, I know what happened on Halloween.
No shit.
He was really bad in that movie.
I love Paul Rudd though.
But I do too.
He's totally gonna be Paul Rudd in that movie, and I love it.
He's confirmed for Civil War.
Dude,
yeah,
fuck yeah!
He's in Civil War. It's like Martin Freeman's in Civil War.
Martin Freeman's in Civil
War?
War?
They haven't said who he's playing, but he's confirmed for that.
It's just him and Sherlock
show up. It's just him as a hobbit.
Him and Benedict Cumberbatch show up, and they're just like, what's up?
They're like, you look familiar.
He's just running through this massive battle. I'm going on an adventure!
And then you just ignore him throughout the whole movie like the Hobbit movies did.
No. Pretty much.
By the way, those are out on DVD now if you want to see those.
They could have done so much better.
We're way off topic from Avengers. There's just not enough.
Oh, that's right. We're talking about Avengers.
Yeah, there's nothing to say because we've just liked it so much.
Ant-Man, it's very cool because I can tell they're just throwing Ant-Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Thor.
Civil War. You mean?
They're throwing in all these superhero movies that are coming up, like Black Panther's coming up, and then Ant-Man, Doctor Strange,
Spider-Man, a new Spider-Man again.
But is that gonna be Sony or Marvel?
It's both. They made a deal, so if it messes up, Sony has the potential of ruining the whole MCU.
No, why?
But they
just hack Sony. Just hack Sony again and just destroy them.
But I think that's why they sort of got Spider-Man back because of the hack. They made a deal with them, so it's like, oh, we need to make a good business deal. Let's team up with Marvel. So the rumor is he's gonna show up in Civil War. He's not on the official cast list, but the rumor is he's gonna show up.
I think they should do Donald Glover as Spider-Man. If you guys, whoever knows Donald Glover, and also he had that comedy special where he's like Donald Glover for Spider-Man.
I don't know much about Donald Glover actually, so
he's very funny. He's He's black. It doesn't really matter though, but I know that's Ultimate Spider-Man, but
Miles Morales, yeah. Final thoughts on Avengers?
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. So CJ missed a good movie.
CJ missed a great movie.
No, you know what? Most likely he already saw it.
He did. I think he did see it with a couple other friends, but I didn't.
Yeah, so he's gonna be like.
CJ has friends.
No, he's
what?
He's gonna be like, jokes on you, assholes. My final thought was.
Pretty much, yeah.
It was a fun movie. I don't think it's not as good as the first one, but I don't think it was trying to be as good as the first one.
It was filler. It was definitely set up and filler, and a lot of foreshadowing for other movies.
But it was still a good time. Yeah. Rarely have I been disappointed with these films. I think the only one. To be honest, the only ones I've been disappointed with are Iron Man 2 and 3. Maybe Thor 2.
I only saw Iron Man 2 once, and I have not seen Iron Man 3.
3 upset me because of the twist, which I won't spoil.
The first Thor was okay. Second one I heard was really good. I never saw that one.
Thor 2 was they had a really forgettable villain.
Did they really?
I knew nothing.
That's right, because they focused more on Loki in that one, didn't they?
Loki steals the show. Everything he's in.
Well, because it's fucking Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen him in much anymore. I don't know if they're gonna use Loki again because I haven't seen the second one.
I'm sure he'll be back. No one says.
Did he die in the second Thor?
He died.
Okay, so it's one of those.
Loki horns.
What?
I was like Loki horns.
Loki horns. God damn it, Jack.
All right, I'm gonna.
These are quotation marks. These are Loki horns.
All right, I'm gonna end it.
We're almost at 20 minutes.
We'll edit Loki horns. All right.
Loki horns.
See ya.